I think that homelessness starts in a lot of different ways.
It's anybody. It can be somebody like me, somebody like you. It can be someone who lost their job. They may be a professional who suddenly finds themselves in a situation they've never been in before. It may be a neighbor that we've known before. We just don't know. It could be anybody.
I think you go from losing your home to living in your car, and then before you know it, your car is repossessed.
The state of homelessness is not for individuals, but often for entire families. And you'll see kids and mom and dad living out of a car, living in a motel room or whatever it may be, just because they don't know what else to do.
Homelessness to me coming up were people who maybe fell on hard times through drugs and alcohol and broken families and things like that. But now with the economy, the way it's shifted, a lot of people who had great jobs don't have those great jobs anymore, so they've had to make those adjustments, and sometimes they come up short. And we all basically at some point become paycheck to paycheck, and if that paycheck all of a sudden stops, then we all could be one paycheck away from being homeless ourselves.
I've been honest in saying that I have a particular connection to Kansas City because there was a time in my life when I was homeless in Kansas City, when I was living on the streets in Kansas City. And my advice to any young people that might be watching this that are in that situation, don't let it define you. You're not defined by your circumstance, you're defined by who you are.
Then there's places like City Union Mission that really helps the homeless tremendously, and this is one of our favorite charities, and when you can come here, get the helping hand that you need to get back on your feet.
This is more than just food or shelter. They're working to address the spiritual, physical, and emotional needs of families and children. They're helping them maintain their dignity.
The reason I love City Union Mission is because it's not just a soup kitchen as we think of, but it's an organization that is dedicated to helping people integrate again into society and learning how to rebuild their lives.
They take care of the abused. It's just so much that this mission does, and I think that it's so valuable to our city that we really need to make sure that everyone in the city gets on board to try to FeedKCNow and make sure that we don't have that problem in Kansas City.
Do what you can to support the City Union Mission.
One person does make a difference. For just $2, you can feed a person through City Union Mission. I mean, what is that? That's something that all of us can do. That's less than the cost of a cup of coffee at Starbucks, for crying out loud. And it's something that every single person can do and can make a difference.
I think that's why people love to live here, because the people in the city care. And I think when someone has having hard times, there's always someone in the city to step up and make sure that that situation gets better.
It's often said that through giving we receive. Well, this is your opportunity to do exactly that. No better place to start.